Chapter 4. Mom returned home from the high school a few minutes after I got home. Mom is tall and thin like me. She has straight blonde hair that she usually ties behind her head in a ponytail. She wears glasses, but she hates them. She's always taking them off, then putting them back on. She has been teaching Spanish at the high school for 5 years. She says someday maybe she'll graduate. My mom is the funny one in the family. Sometimes Dad has to tell her to be serious. Arfie, our big, shaggy sheepdog, lumbered over to greet her. Arfie likes to jump on Mom and send her staggering back to the wall. He's very sweet. He just doesn't know he's as big as a bear. Mom nuzzled Arfie for a while, then she turned to me and gasped, "Lee, why is your eye red? Do you have pink eye?" "No, a bug flew into it," I said. "Coach Taylor had to tweeze it out." "Ouch! How did your practice go?" she asked, kicking off her shoes. "The usual," I said. At dinner, Dad asked me about practice, too. Dad teaches chemistry at the high school. Sometimes he wears his lab coat around the house. He says he's just comfortable in it. "Franklin Howard came to watch us play," I said. "Nice," Dad exclaimed. Dad is a big basketball fan. "Did he want to sign you up for the Stampede?" "Not exactly," I said. "Did you get his autograph?" Dad asked. He's a big autograph collector. He has all the presidents going back to Carter. He frames them and hangs them on the den wall. I shook my head. No autograph, but it was cool to see him. I didn't say that everyone else got an autograph. I didn't want Dad to think that I was a loser. After dinner, I was up in my room in front of my laptop. I was visiting the website for the summer sports camp for the 11 millionth time. The lake looked beautiful. They have an Olympic-sized pool, too, with a high diving board. They have Olympic swimmers to give diving lessons, and Major League Baseball players to give batting and fielding lessons, and a Hall of Fame pitcher who will help you work on your fastball. Amazing, right? If you're into basketball like me, they have that too. They have experts to help you in every sport you might want to try. And you get to live in the awesome cabins with Wi-Fi and video games and big screen TVs. Heaven. I have to go there, I muttered at the screen. I gazed at the photo of the sparkling swimming pool. The pool was heated. Everyone got a 1-hour free swim every day. I have to. Oh, sure, I had to worry about Laura winning the scholarship. She was a good athlete and captain of all the girls' teams. But she wasn't my main problem. My main problem, of course, was Lucky Duckworth. Maybe I can get lucky too, I muttered. Maybe. I heard a sound. I spun around to the door. Only Arfie. The big dog stepped into my room. His head was down. He looked kind of droopy. "Arfie, what are you doing in here?" I asked. Arfie made a few loud coughing sounds like he was clearing his throat. He licked his snout furiously. Then his stomach heaved. He opened his mouth wide and threw up on my carpet. A big wave of lumpy yellow vomit poured out of his mouth. He made another groaning sound and dropped another huge pile of vomit beside the first one. I let out a long sigh. Even my dog is bad luck. How can I change my luck? Am I just doomed? Chapter 5. Mom came into my room while I was still cleaning up the vomit. She studied the carpet for a moment. "You missed a spot," she said, pointing. I rolled my eyes. "Thanks a lot, Mom." She was holding a square brown package. "I forgot," she said. "This came for you in the mail." I glanced up at it. "Who's it from?" "Doesn't say," Mom said. The phone rang. She set the package down on my desk and hurried away to answer it. I finished the cleanup. I washed my hands, but I couldn't get the smell off them. I picked up the package. It was addressed to me with no return address. What could it be? I didn't remember sending for anything. Package was very light. I shook it. Nothing rattled inside. I tore up the brown paper and found a box underneath. In bright red letters, the top of the box read, "Instant Good Luck." Had someone read my mind? In smaller type, the box top said, "This rare good luck charm never fails." I lifted the box and let the brown wrapping fall to the floor. This has to be some kind of stupid joke, I muttered to Arfie. The dog was watching me closely. He was hoping there would be food in the box. Did Cory send this as a joke? I shoved the box into my bottom desk drawer. I didn't even open it. Cory must think I'm a total moron, I said to Arfie, like I'm really going to believe in good luck charms. I slammed the desk drawer shut and forgot about it. A few days later, 6 or 7 kids gathered at the tennis court behind the school. They came in for the first event in the sports camp competition. A singles tennis match. Just one match against one opponent. The winners would score points for skill and style, awarded by Miss Anderson, the school tennis coach. Miss Anderson is young and very pretty, with long wavy brown hair and brown eyes and a great smile. She doesn't dress like a teacher. She always wears t-shirts and jeans. She matched up the players. Who did she match me up against? My pal Cory, of course. Kids took out their rackets and began to practice swings. We hit balls against the back of the school. The court isn't in great shape. The surface is a little lumpy. Sometimes the ball takes crazy bounces and the net's a little loose. But it's the only court we have. It was a sunny, warm day with a few clouds drifting past. I did some warm-up exercises, swinging my arms from side to side, loosening up. I felt pretty good. Sometimes Cory and I play tennis on weekends, and we're about even. And maybe I beat him a few more times than he beats me. Laura and a girl in our class named Shara Johnston were the first to play. We stopped our warm-ups to watch them. Cory stepped up to me with a grin on his face, his dimple flashing. "Check it out," he said. He raised his racket in front of me. "Is that new?" I asked. He nodded. "My dad bought it for me. Look." He ran his fingers over the strings. "See, it's a new kind of racket. The string bed is suspended inside the frame." I squinted at it. "What's that supposed to do?" I asked. Cory's blue eyes sparkled in the sun. "It increases the sweet spot by 80%. The sweet spot? I knew what he was trying to do. He was trying to psych me out. He was trying to show me what a loser I was before we even started to play. "It cuts handle vibrations by 50%, he added. "Cool," I said. "Good luck with it, dude. I can still beat you." I twirled my racket in my hand. He laughed and walked away. It wasn't a nice laugh. Shara Johnston isn't a very good tennis player. She has no backhand at all, but Laura had a lot of trouble beating her. Laura slumped off the court, drenched in sweat. She shook her head. "That was close. What a struggle," she said to me. Cory popped up next to us. "You played really well. For a girl," he told Laura. He laughed. "Shut up," she said. She gave him a playful shove in the chest. "Now watch Lee and me play," Cory told her. "Maybe you'll pick up some pointers." He turned and jogged onto the court, waving his fancy new racket in front of him. "You mean like bad examples?" Laura called after him. "Lee, get moving," Miss Anderson shouted. "Get this match going. Good luck." I'll need it, I thought. If Cory has 80% more of a sweet spot, I'll need good luck. And as soon as I stepped onto the court, I knew I was in trouble. Chapter 6. My sore eye started to itch and throb. It still hadn't recovered from the bug that had to be tweezed from it. Tears rolled down my cheek. It was hard to see clearly. Clouds floated over the sun. Long shadows spread over us. I squinted hard with my one good eye. Cory has an awesome serve. My legs suddenly felt as if they weighed 100 pounds each. But I gritted my teeth and forced myself to move. We played 4-game sets. 2 out of 3 sets wins the match. I won the first set, 4-2. We changed courtside. A lot of kids had gathered along the wire fence to watch us play. Laura flashed Cory a thumbs up. Why is she on his side, I wondered. Just because he saved her life the other day? Just because he's blonde and blue-eyed and lucky all the time and everyone in school thinks he's awesome? Yeah, maybe. I forced myself to stop thinking about it. I tried to force all the thoughts from my mind. Tennis, tennis, tennis. I repeated the word in my mind like a chant. It helped me concentrate. I wiped the bad eye with the back of my hand. We started to play again. Even with only one good eye, I felt okay. I felt like I could finish him off. That's when the sun came out. The clouds floated away. The sky brightened. The sun shone brightly again. Hey! I shielded my eyes with one hand. The sun was shining right in my eyes. One eye was totally blurred. The other eye was blinded by the sun. I couldn't see a thing. Cory's serve bounced beside me and flew by. I could see only a yellow-white glare. It was like someone kept flashing a camera right in my face. I tried to shield my eyes and play at the same time, but that was impossible. Cory sent another serve past me. Not fair, I exclaimed to myself. With the sun right in my eyes, he's going to kill me. What am I going to do? Chapter 7. He killed me. Now we were even. We took a short break. Miss Anderson stepped up to the net. Okay, guys, she called. I don't want to make you tense or anything, but it's game breaker time. This win counts big time toward the scholarship. Good luck. She didn't want to make us tense? Then why did she say that? And did she have to keep saying good luck all the time? Cory and I touched rackets as we changed courtside. I kept blinking, trying to force the white spots from my eyes. I mopped my runny eye with my t-shirt sleeve. That sun was brutal. Sweat poured down my face. My hair was matted to my forehead. I took a deep breath. I swung the racket from side to side. I wanted to make it feel like part of my arm. I leaned forward and waited for Cory's serve. And suddenly, I realized my luck had changed. I was about to win the tennis match. Cory served. Too high. The ball bounced at least 6 inches past the line. Cory couldn't see. He couldn't see a thing because we had switched court sides. And now the sun was in his eyes. Wow, I couldn't believe it. I felt like jumping up and down. I watched him squinting and straining. The sun was like a big spotlight focused on his face. He served again. Out. Love 15 in favor of guess who? Me. My heart pounded. This was too easy. Too easy. Sports camp, here I come. He served the next one. I hit it easily and bounced it right past him. Ha! Love 30. I won the first game easily. 3 games to go to win the match. Cory wiped sweat from his face. He shook his head angrily. His cheeks were red. He stared into the sun. I tried not to laugh out loud, but it felt so good. It felt so good to be the lucky one for a change. I tensed my muscles, preparing to serve. That's when the shadows rolled over the court. The sky darkened. Big clouds covered the sun. Cory's whole body instantly relaxed. He was smiling now. He was loose. He was in the shade. He won. He won everything. The sun stayed behind the clouds and he won the match. Lucky Duck won again. As soon as the match was over, the sun came out again. I pictured it grinning down on us like it had played a big joke on me. Cory even controls the sun, I thought. Ugh! An angry cry burst from my throat. I lost it. I totally lost it. I just couldn't take all the good luck going Cory's way. Without thinking, I swung my arm hard and let the tennis racket go sailing into the air. Oh no. I saw what was about to happen. Oh no. Nothing I could do. Too late, I couldn't stop it. The racket flew into the back of Miss Anderson's head. Clonk! It sounded like wood crashing into a wall as it smashed against her skull. She uttered a high scream and dropped to the ground.